Part two of decorating these cupcakes for my first wedding of 2024. Again, it's a backyard wedding for this super lovely couple who just needed 5 dozen cupcakes for them and their family and friends to enjoy. When they contacted me, they said they really loved this like really rustic swirl type pattern on cupcakes, and so they wanted me to replicate that. And so I agreed. If you know me, you know I prefer to use larger swirl tips that produce really big, voluminous swirls, and maybe doing one or two swirls versus doing like a mound like this. Especially when doing chocolate, it can look a little bit like a poop. But honestly, from this angle, these looked really, really cute. And when I delivered them and opened the box, she was like, "Oh my gosh, they're so pretty!" And so she loved them. They asked for two frosting flavors, cream cheese and chocolate, and once everyone was set in the fridge, I went ahead and packed them up in some reusable Tupperware. They were actually renting a dessert stand for me, so I was going to go and set them up, and so I'm trying to figure out how I can reuse reusable Tupperware to not have to use cardboard or plastic boxes all the time. That being said, they needed more cupcakes than would fit on the stand they wanted, and so we went ahead and packed up 20 of them in a box for them to keep and refill as needed. I do like the idea of using some reusable Tupperware to transport items for dessert tables. My problem is I need to find ones that are a tiny bit taller. So my cardboard boxes are about 4 inches tall, which is perfect for a cupcake. My Tupperwares are about 3.5. And so as you can see here, some of the cupcakes stuck to the top. And so I just used a palette knife to kind of smooth out the tops a little bit, make them look nice and neat before I put them on the stand. So they had me set up inside by this lovely window in their house. And as I'm setting up, I'm looking at the sun thinking, this is coming right through this window. And even though it's not super warm out, it was only like maybe high 70. This window with the sun coming through was going to melt the cupcakes. And so I let them know, like, do we want them here? You have to watch them for a couple hours. We decided now to move them into the kitchen. I double checked that someone would feel confident enough to move a 4-tiered cupcake display full with cupcakes back to the display table, and they said yes, so I went ahead and finished setting up. When I came back and picked up the stand, they said everything was absolutely delicious and they were just so appreciative. They offered me a plate of dinner and some s'mores, and it was just honestly a great way to start 2024.